traveler, yeah, I'm on the go. And Gala right beside me, that's how we roll. I'm dealing with precision, every move so clean. PLO stacking, no luck, just keen. From Monaco to Macau, I'm pulling up strong. Every table I sit at, I belong, playing long. Gold on my wrist, chips in the pile. World's my casino when I'm winning with style. High stakes, no fakes, I'm living the game. From the felt to the jet, man, it's all in my name. Gallows got my back, he my ride or die. We seeing new horizons, living life worldwide. From city to city, I'm the king of the board. Rockets lunching high while the chips get stored. Rockets wheel, sky's the limit, I'm flying high. Poker bracelets, PLO, I'm touching the sky. World traveler, yeah, I'm on the go. And Gallo right beside me, that's how we roll. Rockets wheels, sky's the limit, I'm flying high. Poker bracelets, PLO, I'm touching the sky. World traveler, yeah, I'm on the go. And Gallo right beside me, that's how we roll. From the tournament lights to the clear blue skies. I'm chasing my dreams, yeah, I rise and I...
Play your hand, play your hand. No counting the stacks, stacking the bags. 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 No play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand.
Good evening and welcome to Champions Poker live from Champions Club in Houston, Texas. This is Dan Faust coming to you live with Chris McCauley. How's it going tonight, Chris?
It's going great. How are you doing, Dan?
I am wonderful. This is the first live stream of a tournament for the Summer Poker Open Series. From a field of 1,225 players, we're down to the final 9, and it's going to be an exciting one because first place is $49,555.
Heck yeah, it's going to be a great time. I know a couple of these players personally. Some are new to our live stream. Some have been on here a couple of times before. So we've got some experienced veterans and some fresh blood on this final table tonight.
Yeah, it's a stacked lineup for sure. The chip count's kind of failed there in the graphics, but the chip leader right now is the 2 seed that you see right there at the top of the screen. She's got 7.37 million. That's Jennifer Wilkerson. And the shorter stacks are kind of all tied down at the seat 6, seat 8, seat 9, all have right around 1.7, 1.8 million in chips. Blinds currently 125,000 is the big blind, so even the shorter stacks have more than 10 big blinds coming into this final table. And we did have to skip ahead a couple of hands here with the graphical issues, but haven't lost any players yet. And here we go with the final table of our multi-flight, multi-bag event.
Yeah, and you can see up there in the top right, we've got a slightly different graphic. Don't need it for cash games, but you can see up there, there's 9 players left out of the total field of 1225 entries. Lots of big clashes we've seen so far tonight. You can see Troy opening it up here. First to act after it is folded by Wilkerson.
He's going to open this one to 250,000. Blind's actually at 75, 125 right now. They got it incorrect at the bottom here. The blinds, I think they had 2 minutes left of this level when the final table started, so they will be going up to 75, 150 in a hand or two, but you see that 125 in front of the 9 seat there. And that's what we're waiting on for the correction of that, and then it's all going to pop up here in a moment on the graphics. What we do see, it did fold around to the button, and Panjwani on the button makes the call of 250,000, and they just held the action for a moment. We're going to give that time back to the players. I only know all this because I was in the truck helping with the graphics for a moment. At the beginning, we were like, why is this not working?
Yeah, and while we're holding up here, we can talk about a couple of the players. Zimmerman came into this final table second in chips, but he was actually the overwhelming chip leader in the middle point of the day. Had almost 4.5 million at one point. You can see he's picked up a monster here with the ace-queen.
Yeah, I got here when there was about 5 tables left, and Zimmerman, it was basically his tournament to lose that whole time. He was a dominating leader, as you said, 4.5 million at that point, and it just kept going up from there. Ace-queen versus queen-jack. Zimmerman great shape going into the flop, but it's Jack 7-7. Panjwani taking the lead here.
Thank you.
And has position.
And Zimmerman just with the dry queen of clubs here.
That's true. That's true.
See if he wants to put in a c-bet or a check. He does check it. Perfectly reasonable, especially against a relatively large stack compared to the rest of the field. Clashing with someone like Panjwani now is not in the best interest of Zimmerman's tournament future.
Yeah, it's interesting configuration for this final table. We have 4 stacks that are all relatively large, 4 stacks that are relatively small, and then one guy right in the middle is Sunny Sundara. He's got right at average stack, 4 million chips to start. Eberle in the first seat there, Wilkerson, Zimmerman, and Panjwani are all the big stacks right now. And Dow, Shingala, Prosotic and Tushnet are all the shorter stacks at the moment.
For those curious about the story of our chip leader, Wilkerson, Wilkerson flopped top set in what ultimately ended up being an almost 4.5 million chip pot, likely with about 3 tables left, I would say, around that point. So managed to hold in that massive spot and was able to accrue a chip lead and has been holding on to it basically since then, pretty close with Zimmerman for most of the time.
2 raises, 3 1/4.
Yeah, that was when there was about 25 players left. Won a huge pot. And it was funny because at that time, Zimmerman and Wilkerson were sitting right next to each other when there were 3 tables left. And now they're still sitting right next to each other, but I believe their position is flipped. Wilkerson opening this one with King 10. Blinds are 125. Big blind 125. She makes it 3 1/4. Sundara in there with pocket 9s. Makes the call behind her. Sundara again right in the middle of the leaderboard right now. The average stack. When you're playing a final table and you're sort of right in the middle, you're the average stack, do you really want to tangle with the big stack much, or is there more pressure to try to like eliminate the smaller stacks first and ladder up?
Yeah, I mean, and the answer to that question totally depends on the strength of your hand. Sundara waking up with a strong middle pair like 9s, you can see why he chose not to be aggressive, put in a 3-bet or anything of that sort. Playing against the chip leader, play a more defensive strategy pre-flop with the just call. Quickly bets when checked to as well, looking to apply just a bit of pressure here to Wilkerson, who checked on this queen high flop. Perhaps not Sundara's favorite to see the call, but it's the 4 of clubs on the turn. Doesn't change anything. Wilkerson with just queen high at this point, quickly checking the turn as well, but you can see Sundara not wanting to tango with the chip leader, does check it on back.
Double board pair.
Almost certainly irrelevant at this point. Wilkerson opening under the gun, Sundara calling for middle position. Neither player will ever have a 4 or a 6 here. And Sundara chooses to turn his hand into a bluff. Maybe try and get a call from a worse hand like ace high. But is this going to work? A lot of the time you'd have to think. Wilkerson would be making just a pure hero call with the king high.
The old value bluff.
Yeah, Sundara's hand falls pretty strictly into the showdown value range, but he will get the fold. Manages to chip up in a pretty big way, moves up to 5.1 million, getting closer to those big stacks.
Okay.
Shows the 9s, didn't have to, but
3 times I showed my cards, guys.
Nice time.
Sonny likes to mix it up and talk a lot and show things. He's probably showing down now so that he can bluff a little bit later.
Yeah, if you want to talk about some history, Sundara's probably got the most tournament history of any player on this table. Obviously, multiple of these players have decent caches and scores of their own, but Sundara was actually the champion of one of our recent main events here. I believe he was the champion just a couple of months ago here. Got it heads up with Outlaw, Caleb Harwell, and was able to take first place.
Yeah, he's appeared on our final table streams a number of times and always entertaining. We love it when Sonny is in the mix.
Absolutely. And right now, if you're one of these small stacks, it's going to certainly be about biding your time, picking your spots. Even these middle to small stacks like Shingalis here, sitting with just north of 2.4 million, so certainly under some pressure. Same thing with this lady over here with the ace-5 off. A decision to make, but does decide to make the fold.
Yeah, Prasadic being a little bit on the cautious side there, not opening with the ace-high in position. But she is right just above 10 big blinds, so
if you're Prasadic there and you choose to play that hand, you probably want to play it as a jam. So if you're not going to jam with that hand, much better to make the fold rather than open to a small size. Eberle opening and getting basically snap called by Wilkerson there. So blind on blind action.
And Wilkerson taking the lead here. Middle pair and backdoor clubs.
With a low pocket pair here, like fives, it's almost always a one and done situation. Fire one barrel, either flop or turn, to see about where you're at, and then afterwards likely give up on the hand. Currently sitting with fourth pair here, and certainly not wanting to inflate the pot too much versus a chip leader.
And Eberle, once again, one of the bigger stacks here. Doesn't necessarily need to chip away at the chip leader, but might want to.
Yeah, and Eberle is going to be quite aggressive here. This is a spot where you can try and take your fives to showdown, but he's going to bump up the pressure, and he is going to get the respect fold out of Wilkerson. Very nicely played.
You guys are good. Ace 10, ace 9. Both had it.
That's right. We're right in the middle of the Summer Poker Open, the main event coming up here
Suit next time. I'll be right about that.
next week. Starting flights, $1 million guaranteed, $1,500 buy-in, and there are a ton of ways to get in. Lots of different satellite options, turbo satellites, milestone satellites, PLO flips. Everybody in Houston loves the PLO flip. If you're watching live, be sure to pop into the chat. Let us know who you're sweating, who you're rooting for today, or just say hello. Hello to Pkwy Special, one of our regulars out there. Good to see you in the chat.
That's 275.
Panjwani waking up with a monster here. Dow raising under the gun, and Panjwani with red kings. A couple doors down.
And Dow, one of the shorter stacks. Panjwani, 3 bets to 700,000, which is just about half of Dow's total stack.
A pretty standard raise size here, about 2.5x of the original open.
No, many final tables never in the room.
And action does fold back around to Dow.
The horse, or the big one.
Was it
The one you won. The last one.
Dow just moved to Houston here. Businessman
Here, I don't know.
came into the final table
Oh, that's using
with
one of
the
Yeah.
6th largest stack,
And then like 6 in the horse or something.
Very nice.
ahead of most of the shorter stacks, but definitely at the bottom half of the field coming in and facing the pressure here from one of the bigger stacks.
I missed it, yeah.
And off of this very short, about 10 big blind stack, this is almost certainly going to be a fold. Opening the ace-10, not really intending to get it all in with that exact holding.
Yeah, I was
Looking to
planning
just
on
take down the
playing when I got
blinds.
into this thing, so. Now I'm here with you guys.
Everybody wants to straddle one orbit? Straddle one orbit? Yeah, sure. I can do a game. One orbit? No?
I won't do it because they didn't do it. I'm a follower. What can I say?
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Let's pick cash after this stream and then we can straddle.
Straddle the tournament, that's more fun. That's more fun. God.
Here we go. So, oh,
Sondara not going to be playing the stream hand. Tournament ranges look slightly different than cash ranges, Dan,
for
unfortunately.
sure. I know. I was just kidding. I love the 7-4, but even I wouldn't play it on the final table. Well, maybe I'd play it. But
And Pajwani here going to choose to start widening his opening range just a bit with a lot of these shorter stacks behind.
another pretty hand here for Prosodic, but facing a
You
raise.
don't have to keep it there, just as long as you do that.
Prosodic counts out the calling chips and will call off of this relatively short stack here. Less than 10 big blinds at this point at the current blind level.
She'll be in good shape against Panjwani, but if Eberle gets in there, he's got ace high.
Facing this action, open and a call. Understandable fold from Eberle.
And I see a lot of clubs hitting the muck, so Panjwani's going to need a lot of help here. Playing this Jack-10 out of position. There's a 10 hitting the muck as well.
Yeah, Zimmerman most certainly would have defended that hand from the big blind, but from the small, just getting out of the way versus open and call. Ace-10 dominated way too often.
You have a card, right, James? You have a card, right?
So King 8-9 with 2 hearts on the flop. Prosodic genuinely cannot ask for any better than this. Pajwani also with an open-ended straight draw as well, so we can certainly see all the chips getting in the middle here.
And she does move it all in. She goes by Callie also. So Callie getting the chips in the middle has a chance to double here. Through one of the bigger stacks if Panjwani makes the call. He is asking for a count here.
Yeah, Pajwani seeing that this is going to be just south of 10 big blinds here. Already 875,000, rather 975 in the pot already.
Very close.
So getting an okay price to call, almost 2-1 here.
And he does make the call. It will be Prosodic at risk, but she is in great shape to double up here, an 80% favorite.
Yeah, Prosodic with an absolute monster here. We'll see if Pajwani can get a lucky 7 or offsuit queen is what he's looking for to take this pot. Would take a lead with a 10 as well, but we can see some of those have already been folded. So commanding position here for Prosodic to double up.
Look at that. It's like almost 74.
Feels pretty good.
Board pairs, good news for Callie. Still in the lead here. And the hearts get there on the river. A full double up for one of the short stacks coming in.
What a flop.
A very big hand here for Prosodic. Did not choose to jam it all in pre, just made the call and is rewarded with a perfect flop in order to take it down. Also, my apologies, I called for a 10. Prosodic had a king, so there was very little hope other than the draw there for Pajwani.
Callie with well over 3 million chips now. She's going to feel a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. When you improve, kind of jump up to a, albeit temporary, almost 30 big blinds, that's got to feel great coming off of a nearly 10 big blind stack. And now Prosodic has plenty of room to be patient, maybe outlast some of these other shorter stacks like Dow, Shingala, and Tushnet.
12.225.
This one folds around to one of those shorter stacks. He does find an ace here, but he's going to wait for a better spot with just over 10 big blinds. Ace 7 offsuit. Not good enough.
Right now, Tushnet is our second shortest stack at the table, under some small amounts of ICM pressure, trying to outlast that slightly smaller stack. But when the two of you are almost equivalent, it's probably a good idea for him to just take it easy until he has a slam dunk spot to get it in with later. Interesting here from Dow, choosing to limp with the 10-6.
Honest to God, I'm all in. How did it look?
And this is Sundara choosing to put on maximum pressure here. He has a dominated holding, but able to apply full pressure to the short stack here. Sonny is no stranger to these final table dynamics. He's very capable of putting on this hand with either a bluff or value. Very well studied in tournaments is Sundara, and he will get the fold out of Dow.
You don't want to look?
No way.
10-4.
I have 2 points on me. I get
Raise and take. And Dow did have him dominated there, but it's really hard to call with 10-6 offsuit for your whole stack.
Yeah, I would say impossible to call there pretty much. And don't be surprised if you see Sundara make this move multiple times tonight. He is a very, very strong player.
I'm calling. You're the one. But yeah.
Callie getting some love in the chat from Mike Fitzpatrick.
Oh, it's 150 now? Yeah.
And Tushnet also getting some love there. Got Dean Hill rooting him on.
Tushnet, wanted to make sure that we gave a shout out to the Katie Poker Boys. Shout out to you guys. Hopefully some of you are watching this live stream tonight to sweat the action from your friend. And it looks like Tushnet is going to pick now to spring into action. Finds a raise with the 8-9 of clubs here. And this raise looks incredibly strong based off of the size of his stack. Has a pretty marginal holding, all things considered, however.
Folds around to the big blind of Shingala, and he is not one of the monster stacks here, but he does have more chips, obviously, than Tushnet, and he does elect to peel a flop here with Jack 10 off suit.
Tushnet going to have pretty easy decisions post-flop, sitting with the shortest stack at this point. Shingala takes a swing and a miss here on this Trey 5 2 spades board.
It's an interesting spot if you're the pre-flop raiser and you really don't have anything here. Do you always c-bet a board like this? I guess this time it works out, but could be a very scary spot.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're going to raise the 8-9 of clubs, right, you have to be aware that you're going to be committing yourself to a bluff at least a good portion of the time, and Tushnet's showing absolutely no fear. Puts in about half of his stack as a pure bluff, but takes it down against a big blind who has completely missed.
I was thinking, you know, I wasn't just flat calling you. Either it's cooler,
More shouts out in the chat. Cooley K rooting on Sonny.
But I think I know.
And Glam by Leslie coming in to root on Jen, who is the chip leader at the moment, Wilkerson.
Those are all full, right?
I mean, it would have been hard not to call because you raised blind.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Blinds now are up to 75 and 150,000. So that will put some extra pressure on these shorter stacks. Dow now well below 10 big blinds. Tushnet, Shingala, and Prosatic just above that. Prosatic. I should just call her Callie like she asked.
I think we'll call her Callie. We'll go in between.
What's going on over here?
You won big pot from me.
That's true.
So it folds around to down. He does give it some thought here, but really doesn't have anything to fire with.
We see a pretty big hand here for Sundara. Ace-Jack of spades. Certainly an openable hand. Sundara choosing to come just with call, though.
Interesting.
And if you've played with Sundara before, you have seen this move a few times. Sundara does like to mix in the limp on the button with various holdings. Seen him do this with hands as strong as kings or queens in some non-final table situations. Likes to keep opponents on their toes and not have a predictable range, which is a very powerful asset, but Pkwy wakes up with a very strong hand. King-queen suited, going to find the squeeze from the big blind.
Two of the bigger stacks now about to tangle. Pkwy a little less than Sundara coming into this hand.
And I'm curious if Sundara took this approach with the plans of limp jamming or just limp calling with the hand as strong as ace-jack suited. Certainly not folding
I started with
when we're putting in the limp from the button. I think with the amount of ICM pressure, if he knows that he covers Pkwy, he could apply some extreme pressure by putting in this limp jam, but I just don't know if that's necessarily the move in this spot. Sundara would be putting himself under a lot of unnecessary ICM pressure against another large stack when he's in position to dominate most of the rest of the table with his current chip count. So Sundara does come with the call, and we've got a 1.4 million chip pot already brewing.
And that's a lot of chips when you consider a couple of these stacks are under 2 million. Oh, look at that. Nut flush draw for the ace-jack. Sundara, best hand getting even better.
Did Pkwy just jam? I just heard all in, and Sundara snap calls him with, wow, not only is ace high good, he's got the nut flush draw, so this is a monster pot out of nowhere. Sundara in incredible shape, and if he wins this pot, he's going to be the overwhelming chip leader, Dan.
This is crazy. Pkwy having one of the bigger stacks here, above average, and just chips it all in with king high.
Unbelievable.
And runs into it here.
Yeah, Sundara couldn't have called faster with the flush draw. Wow, so unless Pkwy can spike a miracle offsuit king or queen, Sundara is going to be the overwhelming chip leader with well north of 10 million going into this final stretch of the tournament.
This is wild.
Give our dealers a second to sort out all the chips. Like to do that before we get the run out going. Looks like the cards are coming, and it's the 3 of spades drawing dead on the turn. Ravi Sundara is the overwhelming chip leader with almost 10 million in his stack.
Oh, thank you. Playing with you, man.
What an amazing turn of events here for Sonny.
Sure. Thank you, man.
Seeing the handshakes here. All these players, good friends, have played with each other a bunch of times. Pkwy probably disappointed with that result, but with that, we have a surprising first knockout of the night. Pkwy walks away with almost $5,000, $49.50 sent over to him, with still $49,000 up top to play for. But Sundara's got a major chip lead and is going to be making a claim for that top spot.
Pretty wild here. Pkwy coming in with one of the higher stacks. And out in ninth.
What a life.
Checking back on the chat here. AC out there, always in the chat, always letting people know to hit that like button. We appreciate you, AC. It was AC's birthday today or yesterday, I believe.
Yeah,
Happy birthday to AC as well.
Heck yeah.
Super nice guy. Just not the
AC and I have a close birthday. Not quite the
They
same.
give me some hands.
Both August babies. It's quite hot outside, though. I could have picked a better month to be born in, I think.
More a better state to have your birthday in August.
Yeah, right. Like if I have an August birthday in, like, you know, I don't know, Montana or somewhere north.
It's mine.
Like, yeah, like, I mean, yeah, so just somewhere more temperate, right? But and look at this, Sundara is going to get to work right away from the cutoff with the ace-8 off.
And Sundara now with almost a third of the chips in play. 36.2 million total chips in play. He's got almost 10 million of them.
And Sundara with the chip lead knows certainly what to do with it. Will start raising and shoving a wide variety of hands. Gets an extremely favorable flop, not just for his hand, but his range as well.
Yeah, Callie defending the big blind with 9-10, and it goes check, and she picks up an open-ender. She also has the only diamond here, so plenty of equity now. But the stop and go from Sundara, he picks up a second pair.
And Callie, with the improvement on the turn, will make the call. Any diamond, 9 or 10 would be good for her. Gutter ball as well. But will brick out on the deuce of spades, and Sundara's ace-8 will win this pot.
The rich get richer.
1 million.
Sunny going for a little more value here, but I can't imagine Callie is going to get crazy here with 10 high. She gets out of the way.
Good call, right?
Yes.
You missed? I did not.
She did not.
Dang, and he's running hard. That's unfair.
I can't open it. I never get it
On a flush draw? Did you have a diamond?
open-ended.
No bluff, guys, no bluff.
I'm not sure I've ever had open-ended flush.
If you had a diamond, you know, if you had 1 diamond, it's open or flush, no?
Oh.
No bluff.
Nice hand.
Thank you, thank you. Guys, really try this. Work.
Yeah, keep drinking it.
If you guys,
Keep getting better.
Yeah.
if you guys want to double up, have a blue one.
Have a blue.
With extra oranges? Is that the secret?
I'm very serious. If you want to reach 10, without blue one, you guys have less chance to win.
I don't drink. I'd be slurring by the second one.
How's that? This is my 5th one. This called a chip magnet drink.
Blue Moon? Yeah, it's delicious. I mean, I have drank.
It's chip.
Oh, okay.
Strip magnet? No, you're naughty.
So after Sundara catches that massive, massive pot here, let's see what he decides to do here from the, I believe, big blind. Or not big blind, sorry. Misreading the positions. It's Wilkerson who's opening from the +1. And Dow's got a very playable hand here. I wonder if he's going to jam it in.
Break even.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
He's got 20.
Interesting. Dow choosing just to make the call, but the call is for almost half of his stack.
7 or 8.
Very pretty looking Queen Jack of Diamonds.
Does have position here, but that is a very sketchy play here to put that much of your stack in when you're less than 10 big blinds deep. Our former chip leader, Wilkerson,
Get chips and put it in the stack.
out of position, but with the best of it.
Did I keep my chips there?
A little bit better than a coin flip going into the flop heads up, and she will improve here, top pair. And it got shot for Dow, but on an all-black board,
I won't know.
pretty scary to try to call here with just queen high.
Yeah, I mean, Dow hating his life after just calling here, really not getting the price with just a dry gutter ball and with all the ICM pressure associated with it. Dow's got only 775K chips left in his stack, and that's not going to be enough to dance. He just folds.
It's just not that. There are like
Got the monkey off your back.
Dow now is going to have to find something in the next few hands here. He's going to be in the big blind in 3 hands.
Dave will tell you, this guy.
Taking a look here at the Turbo Super Satellite structure. $140 buy-in, win your seat into that $1 million guaranteed main event. I know you're planning on doing that, Chris.
Heck yeah, I'm going to be playing one of these. I might play one of the Milestone satellites as well. Certainly beats a sharp stick in the eye than, you know, winning your seat here. It's a great opportunity for you. certainly much cheaper than just buying the $1,500 bullet, which, you know, I might do that too, but let's try and get in for cheap if we can. That's the goal, always.
Why not?
Nice. Keep hearing good ball, good ball.
4, fellow.
Nice.
Said it louder that time.
325.
5 raises.
Zandara getting aggressive with all those chips. Opens with king 4 in the hijack, makes it 3 1/4, and a quick call from Shingala behind him, and rightfully so with the suited ace.
I don't mean it like that, you know.
Shingala also going to be sitting with just around 10 big blinds here after making the call.
That makes me more nervous.
And Callie's got a pair of 5s on the button, is going to look to go set mining here, but she's also going to be in a similar boat. About 325 left. Eberle now, I'm thinking he might be being leveled a good price from the big blind. And he's going to make the call as well, so we've got a rare multi-way pot.
Yeah, why not close the action there? You're basically
I'm like 4 callers, but you guys don't like chips?
getting like 6 to 1 to call there, and look at this board here. Eberle instantly rewarded, calling with trash, and it's a trash board. Triple sixes.
250.
I bet it's 250.
And Zandara betting out quite small relative to the size of the pot. Likely trying to apply some pressure, see where he's at, and Shingala will make the call.
Wow, what a speculative call here with backdoor diamonds.
Yeah, ace high, probably just not believing in Zandara's antics, but he has super duper run into it here, both with Prasadic behind and obviously Eberle lying in the weeds with a monster.
A disciplined laydown here from Callie, because you could think on a board like this that your 5s might be good, but with a bet and a call, just got to get out of there.
If you're Eberle here, absolutely time to put in a check raise. There is some potential arguments to be made about letting a player as aggressive as Zandara potentially make a mistake on future streets, but with 2 spades out there and no spades in Eberle's hand, I think it's time to spring the trap, especially with the dead money of Shingala in the pot as well.
It's a trap!
Check raise size also relatively small considering the size of this pot, but these other players really have nothing here. I think Eberle obviously was hoping for at least one of them to continue as strong as his hand was.
He's good at that, man. I told you, bro. He's good at it. Big blind special, big blind special.
What if the other card was the same?
Eberle now up over 7 million chips.
You beat a check?
Takes the 2nd spot on the leaderboard. Wilkerson, who came in with the biggest stack, now number 3.
You can't beat a jack, right? Yeah.
And Zimmerman right behind her. All the chips on that side of the table, other than Zandara, right in the middle with the big stack.
If you want, son.
Drink a blue moon, otherwise I'm not. I'm going to take everything personal.
I will. I'll have blue moons with you.
Huh? No, okay. All right. You're half there. Michelob is like, get rate. Yeah. You're half there.
4 raises. 525 total. 5's out, 6 is out. Could you rescan your card, please?
Lots more love in the chat here for Callie, Tushnet, and Sunny. The famous Steve Bays has entered the chat. Dow has picked a spot here to put almost all of his stack in. Suited king raises to 525, putting 2/3 of his chips in the middle. And it has folded around to Wilkerson. He's given it some thought here with the Jack 8.
Yeah, this is essentially an all-in from Dow, aimed at just taking down this pot so that he can avoid having to pay out his big blind, which he would be in the next hand or two.
Yeah, just trying to steal those blinds and antes. He doesn't want action here from Wilkerson.
Really not wanting action from anyone. Choosing this perhaps GTO style of raise where you leave a couple of chips behind.
Champions very often.
If multiple other stacks get all in, you can potentially fold and sneak in a ladder. But he will just get the respect, gets the lay down.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say with you.
Dow, though, still with not many chips to work with, much less than 10 big blinds here, closer to 7 or 8, so he's going to need to make something happen soon.
This is very hit and miss, see, but I do this now. So.
But you don't play a lot of tournaments then?
I do now.
No? I do now. Did you go to the studio?
No, I had it all booked, had my room and everything, and had something come up, had to cancel everything.
Gotcha. Good for you, man.
Thanks.
If I'd done that, I would have saved 60 days.
Almost a call now. Almost a call. Oh.
I thought the ace 10 for you last
Prepare.
ace 9, I think.
Thank you.
Ace 9 off.
And Dow now
Damn ace 9.
under the gun finds himself a big ace, ace 10, and he does a similar move here. Puts a big percentage of his stack in, but not the whole stack.
You had a pocket pair. I've seen that.
I think if you look at the stacks, it says Dow has 1.75 million behind. I don't know if he has quite that much. I'd have to check.
Yeah, I think we might have a little bit of an error there. I think his stack is
Much smaller than that, yeah.
raised to 6 1/4. Looks like he's got about 425 behind, so he's just above a million in chips, I believe.
And look at this. Zimmerman's got a monster given the circumstances. King Queen suited from the big blind. His opponent is essentially all in. Zimmerman puts all the chips in the middle. Dow makes the call and at risk, and we've got a flip for all of these chips here.
Classic.
Dow is a favorite, but Zimmerman can't go broke on this one. Dow can.
62-38.
Maybe you the one double wheel.
Almost.
Maybe.
Almost 60-40, actually.
Yeah, better.
King queen suited, ace 10 out.
Are you good with your girlfriend?
Got a joke, huh? I don't have one.
If you take care of a girlfriend, King Queen supports you. Let's see if you're taking care of a girlfriend.
You have no girlfriend.
Oh, yes. If you don't have a girlfriend, then it's mother. That looks very pretty, bro. Very pretty.
Yeah, I mean,
Looks like a little winner, too.
we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like Dow is in for 1.1 million, or 1,075,000, somewhere right around there.
Tell me what you want on the flop.
Zimmerman would take a big hit to his stack if he loses this pot, and we see a good board for the ace 10 high.
No heart.
Yeah, 3-ball makes him a straight.
7 out. 6.
I can't see it. Yeah, but there's a king on the turn, so Zimmerman spiking one of his last few outs in the deck, and Dow cannot get there. Zimmerman is going to KO a player.
You do take care of a girlfriend, huh?
Got it in good, but unfortunately, bad run out for Dow. Tony Dow is going to be taking 8th place today, taking home $6,630, and that will leave us with just 7 players remaining. Everybody at this table now guaranteed over 8,000, but they've all got their eyes on that top spot. $49,555 to the winner tonight. We have a lot of tournament action going on here at Champions Club. You can get involved. Summer Poker Open in full swing. Come visit us here at Champions. 6440 West Sam Houston Parkway South in Houston, Texas. What we got on the agenda for tomorrow, we've got a horse tournament if you like those mixed games. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Also have a one-day no-limit hold'em. Starts at noon, $300, 30K guarantee, one-day event. That should be a good one.
Do me a favor for the mixed game noobs like myself, Dan. What does horse actually stand for? I believe it's Hold'em, Omaha, and then you've lost me after that.
And then it's the RAS, which is stud low, and then the S is stud high.
Okay.
And then the E is stud 8 or better. The E stands for 8.
E for 8. Okay.
So, Hold'em, Omaha, and 3 stud games.
Okay.
I might actually fire that one. That's $500.
Get in there. Yeah, I know you.
15K buy or 15K guarantee.
Yeah,
right?
I know you play those mixed games, so definitely get in there. I would be like, I know I joke about being dead money in Hold'em tournaments or PLO tournaments. I would be like dead money playing a mixed game tournament.
I'm dead too, but
no.
The thing about those limit tournaments is you're going to get your value. I'll be playing for 7 hours even if I bust out on the bubble.
Look, if you know how to play, that's all that matters. I have no clue how to play the last 3 games on that lineup. So
beautiful. Back in the old internet days, I used to play a lot of stud high.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Walkie-talkie.
I do enjoy the mixed games. We had a mixed tournament tonight as well that overlaid quite a bit. The mixed PLO tournament. Yeah, overlaid, I think, close to 5K or something like that. So could be some value in that horse. If you like those mixed games, come on down.
Yeah, but don't worry about these Hold'em or Omaha tournaments here at Champions overlaying. This tournament was a 200K guarantee. We had $290,000 in the prize pool, so almost getting almost a full 33% higher than our guarantee. It's a massive jump up. Main event's probably going to be a similar deal if we somehow don't hit that guarantee, which I don't think is going to happen. We're going to get, probably 1.2, 1.3 million at least in that prize pool, which will be fantastic for everybody involved. So
yeah,
come in and catch a piece of the action.
I do love, though, the Champions still does these mixed tournaments, even though they're putting their own money at risk. You could just run all no limit hold'em and crush it every time.
Yeah.
I mean, we had 1,200 runners for this one. I think we got 29 for the mixed Omaha.
Yeah.
I think it's great, though, that you're targeting all of the poker audience and giving advance for everybody here.
Yeah, liking to have a good setup for our community here. So if we look at the situation here, Sundara and Shingala having a chit chat, but I believe Sundara is all in blind from the small blind against Shingala, who has a very pretty looking 9-8 of clubs.
Yeah, that does sound like a Sunny move to me.
As he's sipping on the Blue Moon with a couple of oranges in there, the Sunny signature. What's also a Sunny signature is this relentless ICM pressure that he's going to be applying. After he received the beautiful gift of his extra 4 or 5 million chips, Sunny is now going to be on a warpath as we get down to these final few players. He's going to be putting on this move with a very wide range, puts you in an uncomfortable spot for all the chips every time, and that is how you win these tournaments, is by making these small stacks have to make these tough decisions given the payout implications. It's going to be tough for Shingala. He does have the shortest stack remaining in the tournament, but Prasadic and Tushnet not too far ahead of him either, so he doesn't know if he wants to take this spot, even against a random 2-card holding of Sundara.
Yeah, I think suited 9-8, it's just barely over a 50%.
Yeah, I mean, and to be fair, right, you can ask the question about is Sunny angling or what have you. I'm pretty sure this is a genuine all-in blind. This is some classic Sundara antics, but 9-8 suited, you're asking, to maybe get lucky one time, putting in all your chips when why not wait for a real premium like an ace or king queen suited or a pair, something like that, right? So even though your opponent's doing this really wide, just doesn't seem like the spot to do it, and Shingala will make the fold.
Oh my god, I was ahead.
And Sunny does show. We don't know if he looked before. Probably not. I don't think he.
Probably not. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time.
Wow.
On to the next. With our 2 eliminations now, average stack right above 5 million. Average big blinds about 34. So I do love that about Champions too. The structures are great here. Typically when we get to the final table, the average stack is 30 or more big blinds. It's not a shove fest. And as we said earlier, when they got here, nobody had less than 10 big blinds when they got to this final table. And still at 30-minute levels and not missing any levels here. We got 75, 125 level in there. Come on.
That's a big fold, actually. That's a pretty looking hand.
Yeah. I would have called.
On a no-look hand?
On a no-look hand?
Yeah.
Me too.
Two folds.
Holds all the way around to the button, and Sonny's got an ace, and he's going to do it again. Just jams it in here against the two smaller stacks that are in the small blind and big blind. Shingala this time making the call with King Queen.
Yeah, and this is a strong enough hand to get it in with for far less than 10 big blinds, and against the monster-wide range of Sundara, who's putting this pressure on with almost any two, it feels like. Shingala makes the call, but he is in one of those situations where he finds himself behind.
Yeah, and you can see the look on his face, not super happy about this. He does need to catch something here to remain in the tournament.
Yeah, I think you should. If you want to win.
Sundara, a 60-40 favorite.
You don't do what you want?
Oh no, Shingala, don't take off the microphone. That's manifesting it to not happen. Sundara just drinking the beer as well, confident as you can be. We've got another flip for all the chips. Deuce doesn't change anything. Ace high still in the lead. Shingala needing to catch a king or a queen one time on the river in order to stay in this tournament, but he can't do it. And Sundara takes another name and is going to move up to 11.5 million in his stack.
Guys, I'm getting your page.
And that will be the end of the line for Vivek. Shingala will be our 7th place finisher, taking home 82.75 for his efforts.
Shout out to Vivek Shingala. He made a deep run in this tournament, finishing 7th for almost 8.4K. Also won event number 2, Nightly No Limit Hold'em. So he's already picked up a trophy this series. Seems like he's doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, you gotta love that. The trophies here are beautiful as well. It's nice to take one of those pieces of hardware home. And I'd take 8K.
I'd take 8K too. Most of us would, I think.
I might go blind, actually.
Everybody at the table now guaranteed 5 figures, 10,145 for 6th place, but that top spot, 49.5. That's what everybody's gunning for here. And now it is Callie and Tushnet facing some pressure. They're both in the blinds here, both of them in that 10 big blind or less sort of territory.
Is it 200 or 4? What's it taking?
150.
320.
These chips are hard to shuffle.
They are.
It's like
Also a little bit satisfying.
Sundara raising it up again here, this time 10-4 offsuit, 3 1/4.
Oh, wow.
Putting the pressure on the smaller blinds, and Callie out of the way. Tushnet really doesn't have anything to defend with here.
You really have A3 off?
A3, offsuit.
Really?
Called it.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you guys, he's good.
Hey, you called it.
So I show one card that beats you.
You haven't dominated.
Dealer change. Dealer change. 100, 200 now. 1, 2, and 2.
You haven't dominated.
Yeah.
Now you heard it, blinds about to go up. That's going to put the pressure on those shorter stacks. 100,000, 200,000 is the new number. Callie and Tushnet both well under 10 bigs now.
This is my favorite spot on the final table.
Yeah, I know. It's
Every
And
dealer.
Sundara now with almost 12 million of the 36 million chips. A third of the chips in play when there are 6 players left. That feels good.
It's in the cupboard. It's on the third one.
wrong hole.
Oh, you thought
Sunny.
That's so terrible.
Counting 3 people in a row, they got to double check.
Too many blue moons.
Yeah.
Or maybe not enough.
I'm very serious. If you guys want to double up, have a blue moon. No, blue moon. If you really want to make sure you don't want it, put an orange on it.
Okay.
That's how I did it.
I need an orange.
See, I live with the ace jack suited and then have a nut flush. Oh, blue one and orange.
Alright, well, I already started the Scotch. Next tournament, I'm gonna.
You're having Scotch right now? Yeah. On the rock, not on the
Thank
rock.
you.
Yes, on the.
Oh,
One rock.
One rock, okay.
These are pretty.
2 folds. 3 folds.
Trying something different.
Right?
How did it happen?
Just needs a breather, that's all.
Yeah.
This one folds all the way around to Callie on the button, and she's just going to call with the king jack here.
You busted it.
And Tushnet doing the same thing out of the small blind with ace 5. I think either one of these players could have jammed it with the stack sizes they have, but now they're going to take a flop 3 ways with Eberle, who's really good at flopping trips.
Well, Eberle doesn't flop trips this time. It is an ace 8-5 high board. Tushnet with a commanding lead from the small blind here.
Top and bottom.
And we'll see if he can get any action out of Prasadic.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Checks all the way around, and now another diamond appears. Eberle with the best diamond also picks up a pair here, so he may make this call.
You didn't even think about it.
As Tushnet jams it
I'm
in.
not blaming you.
Yeah, I mean, probably trying to figure out what kind of story is being told here. Jamming on this diamond turn, checking on the ace high flop, which Tushnet shouldn't connect with most of the time, you'd have to think.
That's it.
Yeah, with that stack, you would think any ace is probably going to rip pre-flop. So Eberle very likely could think he has the best hand here. Callie has picked up a gut shot, but with this all in, if Eberle calls, she's most likely going to just get out of the way. Don't want to hero off with king high for your tournament life.
Eberle giving this some serious thought, probably unconcerned with Prasadic's range, given the action. Eberle reaching for chips. Looks like he wants to make this call, and he slides them into the middle, making that call.
Tushnet will be a favorite going in here, but he will be the one at risk with the shorter stack.
Yeah, Callie gets out of the way wisely, and Tushnet just needs to fade a diamond or another 10, and he secures a much-needed double up. Let's see if Eberle can get there. River card king, and that is 2 pair for Tushnet and $3.5 million in his stack after Eberle makes this call.
That's going to feel really good. Get him back up over that 10 big blind territory. Still one of the shorter stacks here, but Callie now with less than $1 million.
Couldn't put you on an ace right there.
What's that?
I couldn't put you on an ace right there at all.
MT finding the big double here. He's got a lot of supporters in the chat, so great to see that. Looks like he is still with plenty of life here on this final table.
My friend's calling. You're a friend.
Yeah.
Good friend.
People call you Mark like push.
No, just touch. No one calls me Mark.
Speaking of mixed games, I'm pretty sure MT plays a bunch of mixed games out in California, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he did say he's a big mix player, a big O and a horse champion.
Oh, wow, nice.
You like that?
You all look very dangerous to me.
Oh, it's the blue moon.
Somebody take a picture.
Maybe I'll see him in the horse streets tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Too, please.
Persodic here peels an ace from the cutoff and is pretty short stacked. I think the graphics are just a slight bit misleading. I think she's got a little less than 1.8 million on her at this moment. But she does let go.
That might be right. Those plaques are $1 million.
Okay, I thought they were 500K, so that's my bad.
Yeah, I think they just corrected that, though, because I believe she had 800,000 on the graphics last hand.
I see. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, the green chips are 25K, the white chips 100K, and those orange plaques are 1 million each.
So blind on blind violence here. Eberle picking up a king is going to raise. Wilkerson is not able to honor the long-lost memory of Doyle and will make the fold with the Brunson.
You always should show one hand. Yeah, that's very...
That hand doesn't win every time, but it wins often in 4, or it used to win often in 4, Doyle.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
So we need a new deck?
Yeah, I mean, well, it was black. I don't know.
All right, boys and girls, I'm going to raise to 425. Blind.
Okay. Fantastic.
You haven't looked yet?
I might have looked.
I like it.
I might have looked.
I might have looked.
I'm very serious.
You're being honest. You're being honest.
I might have looked.
Every might be
I'm not going to lie.
I don't know if I believe you, man.
Well, in a tournament, there's no such thing as a live straddle, so Sundara is putting on the blind raise here. The tournament final table, gotta love it. He's here for the action, lives for it.
I have 719.
He is fun.
I'm going to have ace queen. It may have been king.
Sundara. Oh my gosh. I feel like he just said, I'm going to have ace queen, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure he
Sundara
did.
had not seen his cards, and Sundara's dealt ace queen of diamonds. That is a scary amount of premonition.
And blind raising the 4 1/4.
And picks up ace queen of diamonds. He would have been raising all the same, don't get me wrong. It's 100, 200, 200, the big blind level now. And Eberle's got ace 7 suited.
Crazy.
I mean, last one. I'm not talking about this one.
Eberle has chips, and he has position.
Do you want a story?
Yes.
2 times in the final table, when I did that, I woke up the aces.
I don't doubt it at all, brother. I don't. Don't doubt it at all.
I completely believe it.
It happened.
Luck box.
True story.
How many blue moons have you had at that?
Who?
Like 14.
14.
Oh, me?
I don't know. It's
I don't know.
Oh. I saw.
This is
Not an easy spot here with suited ace
That'd be
7.
like a terrific story, right?
Yeah, so, yeah, amazing story.
Oh, is it go out? Oh, sorry.
Very entertaining for the viewers.
Absolutely.
And Eberle puts in a huge raise here.
Full hand though.
If those plaques are indeed worth $1 million, then Eberle has bumped it up to about 1.4. Which is a big chunk of his stack. 1.325.
Jab right now without looking if you want to.
I'm actually thinking about it. How much you got? 3?
Oh man, I've got maybe 5.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Sundara's going to look down at the great news. He's got ace queen suited.
Wow, he really did it.
And he does rip it all in against one of the bigger
It's
stacks.
so polarizing, dude. One, 2, 3, 4.
And Eberle makes the call. Sundara gets action with the ace queen suited.
Oh my god.
Sundara is in position to catch another incredibly huge amount of chips. Sundara has essentially been gifted almost all of the chips in play. If he wins this pot, this is an ICM pot that is basically worth the entire tournament. This is almost like a $40,000 or a $50,000 pot in terms of the value of these chips, and Sundara is way ahead.
That is insane.
Insane to watch.
They raised in the blind.
And the sick part is, I know Sonny's not angling or anything like that because he put on the blind raise and wakes up with the goods.
Before the cards were even pitched out.
Ah, it's so sick.
Yeah.
Let's see if Sonny can find a hold in the biggest pot of the tournament, surely.
Yeah, there's only going to be one pot bigger than this one.
And it's going to be the one that wins all the chips.
Disappointing.
This is incredible for Sundara. Sundara doing all the heavy lifting, crushing all of the other big stacks at the table.
For the viewers.
With oranges.
Everyone's gonna have a great time watching this.
Callie and Tushnet loving to see this with how short their stacks are too.
Of course.
I mean, this is just an absolute dream situation. And as we take a flop, diamond, diamond, diamond. He's drawing dead. Sundara, overwhelming chip leader.
I just flopped him dead.
Okay, I'll have a blue moon.
Wow.
So sick.
That is the sickest shit, but good hand.
Running straight flush was his only hope. The 3 of spades seals the deal, and
I really thought
it is the end of the line for Eberle. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. He's going to be taking home $10,000, but holy cow.
It's the end of the line for Eberle, and it's Sundara's world, and we're just living in it. We're going to get an updated chip count sometime later, but Sundara has all the chips at this point in the tournament. He's a commanding favorite to take this whole thing down. What a crazy 2 pots from Eberle and Pajwani to hand these chips over to Sundara.
Yeah, and great news for the 2 short stacks now laddering up, guaranteed 12,555 are all the players at this table, and everybody one step closer to that 49K up top. And Sonny is about to order another beer.
Have another beer, sir. I think I'd take a couple if we're if we're getting this this far in a tournament with that kind of run good.
And it looks like they're going to shift the players around the table here for a little bit better camera angles, but it's still going to be 5-handed when we come back. I am still flabbergasted by that. I mean, in Eberle's spot, you might be thinking you're getting a gift. Here's a wild man raising in the dark and then jamming it all in without a whole lot of thought. And you got a suited ace on the button. I don't know. I mean, obviously, you've got so many chips, the ICM pressure there. To us, obviously, knowing that he had an ace-queen there, it's like that seems like a huge punt, but you could be gifting yourself the whole tournament, too.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, if Eberle wins that pot, he's also an overwhelming chip leader, and Sundara would have been completely crippled with very short stack compared to some of the other players on the table, but that's not the world we live in. It's this one where Sundara is going for blue moon number 4 and number 5 while also having 20 million out of the 35 or 36 million chips in play.
Yeah, that is just an overwhelming favorite now is Sonny with almost 2/3 of the chips.
Oh, you're a big line? No.
Well, we aren't having to do very much.
And Zimmerman now is going to be in probably the worst spot on the table, which is Sundara's next door neighbor on his direct right. With all these shorter stacks still in play. He doesn't want to get too out of line here, out of position to Sundara, who will be putting on so many moves with this huge of a chip lead. But Zimmerman, peeling an ace from the small blind, is going to muster up the courage and make a raise. Certainly the right move in theory, even with a what you might call crazy player sitting on your left with how aggressive he's allowed to be with all these chips, well more than half of the chips in play.
How much is it? Bro, I want to call a friend.
The blind versus blind 3x raise to 600K is called, so we have a big pot brewing here. 1.4 million in the middle.
Of all the players at this table, I would not be surprised if Zimmerman has the most theoretical knowledge about ICM pressure. He is so well aware of the fact that Sundara sitting on his direct left with all the chips is going to put him in so many cagey spots post-flop, just like this one, where he's sort of connected but sort of missed, and this board is all of Sonny's defend range. So he's going to have to be checking almost any 2 on this kind of flop at all times out of position.
Which could just give Sonny green light to go, but he checks it back, and we will see a board pairing turn.
Yeah, Sundara giving a bit of extra respect to Zimmerman, trying not to blast off understanding that Zimmerman can still have a strong range despite this board being blind versus blind. Zimmerman, with pure showdown value with this ace high, will not bloat the pot against the chip leader and check it.
I thought he said 4 checks this one.
Sundara also with some reasonable showdown value. If these two players were playing heads up for it all, king high and ace high are both pretty decent cards for showdown value. Instead, it is another board pairing 8. Ace high still good. Zimmerman probably feeling pretty good about his ace high at this point, given how the action has gone.
It checks it, and Sundara fires 2 million, overbetting the pot.
A sick one for Zimmerman to face because, I mean, that's a huge chunk of your stack. You lose to any pair, obviously. You're not sure if Sundara is just blasting with something worse, and you can't make the call with all these short stacks sitting behind. It's not like ace-nine's a bad bluff catcher. It's that it's the wrong player to bluff catch against with all the chips in
You
play.
want to show or fold? You decide. You want to show or fold? What do you say?
Don't show.
Doesn't want to see that, and I don't blame him.
I'll let you decide. Okay.
Me too, but not from the board.
I don't want to, you know.
Baby.
I'm not trying to tilt you or anything like that. All right.
It's hard to tilt me.
I know. That's what I like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, hard to tilt a player like Troy, who is a professional doom scroller by trade. Told us himself in his bio.
Gotta love it.
Some actual details about Troy. He's a local cash game player. Zimmerman has also played a couple of times on our cash game streams. Has gone by Tropicana on those games.
Unless you did there.
Fun to have at the tables, and very clearly an accomplished poker player making a deep run in this tournament. Love to see a local Houston guy making a great run here.
Okay.
Indeed.
You have to, dear. Go for it. I'm holding the blue one for you. Let's have a cheers. Who else is having a blue moon? If you're not having a blue moon, guys, I'm gonna come after you. And here I am. How much is race?
1 million.
You raised 1 million, bro? That should be a very nice hand.
Tushnet under the gun opens to 1 million with King Queen. And it will quickly fold around to Callie here in the big blind. She's got a connector.
Yeah, but not a connector worth playing for almost all of her stack.
She will wait for a better spot.
Blue Moon did a good job.
Tushnet making the huge raise.
Cheers.
Not necessarily trying to keep it small, just trying to take down the blinds. Sonny's passing on the Blue Moon contagion to everybody else at the table. Feels like everybody's got a Blue Moon now, and shoot, if Blue Moon will win me all the chips, then sign me up.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
I just noticed that jersey is a Champions Club jersey, too. That's new merch for us here at Champions. I haven't seen that one before. I love it.
This looks like one of those legacy jerseys. It looks great, though. I mean, he's
the thing is, I don't
rocking
want to take it out. It just every beer they add 2 more.
That's how you keep track of how many you've had.
No, the one time I spilled the entire beer, all the oranges fell down, like 8 oranges fell down. So they have to refill from start. Guys, I'm the Blue Moon captain, so if I win pot, don't take it personal.
Okay.
Zimmerman in the cutoff, King Jack. Definitely a hand you can open with.
Huh? Nice
And he
hand.
does. 400,000.
If you have my stack, you'll definitely call it.
Unsurprisingly, Sundara makes the call. A worse king. But as you said, this is going to put Zimmerman in a tough spot. He's going to be out of position almost every time. It's just one hand in orbit where he's got position
know why I'm calling
on Sundara.
They'll 100% know if they look at the sheet.
Tushnet thinking about closing the action with Queen High, but
Now they know what the comment
opts to get out of the way.
They're taking the sheet. Now.
Heads up we go.
They're trying to see the sheet.
Fortunately for Zimmerman, he catches an ace-jack high flop. Not only is it good for his hand, fantastic board for his range as well. But just like we said, ICM pressure is extreme in this situation. So he is going to have to just check it over, give Sundara some chances to barrel. And seeing the snap check back, Zimmerman may feel okay to go for some value, but he does check. Sundara checking back, turning some showdown value as well.
I was about to say, if another king finds the board here, we might see a pot, but it's going to be board pairing 6.
Yeah, Zimmerman seeing Sundara go for this double check line.
I really feel you have a...
Doesn't decide to go for value.
I think if Sundara fires the 2 million this time, Zimmerman's going to make the call.
I think so too.
I know you
Sundara snap checking and Zimmerman taking down the pot.
I said that my favorite hand is K7. So in the sheet, K. So I know you got it. That's why I checked all the way. See, I didn't bluff.
Sonny saying he did say his favorite hand was King 7 in the bio sheet. That's true. He said Jack 3, King 9, and King 7.
Yeah, Sundara's got to be playing that hand, but also just from his perspective, Zimmerman has the second or third biggest stack here at the table next to Wilkerson. So anytime he can play pots with those other big stacks in position, Sundara can apply relentless ICM pressure to these players who know that they don't want to go broke before everybody else at the table. So it's going to be the Thunderdome for Wilkerson and Zimmerman, who are both sitting to the right of Sundara. Honestly, an unfortunate seat draw given the circumstances, but really a lot of seat draws are unfortunate whenever Sundara is running over the table this hard, I would say.
Right.
I like Blue Moon with chips, usually, but because I don't have less chips, I'm getting these chips. All right, let's...
one or the other, lays or these.
Folds to Sundara, and he will open to 450. Doesn't matter what his hand is, but it's Queen 7 this time.
Tujnet looking down at a beautiful 10-5 suited. Not so beautiful whenever Sundara is opening into you, though.
Wilkerson will defend the big blind, however.
Oh, God, nice hand, Jennifer.
And she's got a suited ace and has Sundara dominated. They both have the same kicker. Board pairing flop here. Sundara with the only heart. Does have some equity. But the ace high in great shape for Wilkerson. Unfortunately for her, she's kind of in the same position as Zimmerman, where she's going to be out of position almost every time against Sundara, and she's got one of these bigger stacks and doesn't want to just give Sonny chips. She will have her make the call here with the ace high. And Jack of spades, not changing anything.
$1.3 million.
And Sundara choosing to apply more pressure here, firing a big barrel, which would be a big chunk of Wilkerson's stack. And she's not able to make the call either. Will just fold.
Oh, really? Did he have it this time?
Yeah, he is relentless.
Yeah, I know.
Jack 9 of spades is my favorite hand.
My favorite is Jack 3 off, King 9 off, King 7 off.
Shout out to Monkey in the chat, who is sweating here for his big bro MT all the way from Cali. Hoping MT is able to take this one down as well. He's got a field of crushers to get through. And we can see here, milestone satellites for the main event are going to be running August 17th through the 23rd. Should be running those very often. If you didn't like the other opportunity to satellite in, you're going to love this one, because all you have to do is accumulate up to 120K chips, and then that's it. You don't have to final table or win or take it down. Just get enough chips and get in.
Sonny under the gun, and another blind 450. Those chips were out there before the cards, and Sonny wakes up with another decent hand here, King 9. Will we see another blind bust out?
He called me off, bro.
You know what's sick? When it happens, when you raise blind, I was
But you strike your blue man
and I was like, last time you raised blind, I was like, Sonny wants to. When he exploits, he's gonna exploit you. And when we
didn't
you
look.
raise blind in the tournament, we played like
Zimmerman wakes up with a beautiful ace-jack suited, facing a blind raise.
Yeah, given the circumstances here, Zimmerman's got an absolute monster.
He doesn't even remember. He's like, I did it.
I was like, it's gonna happen again. Exactly the same thing happened.
Zimmerman with more than 30 big blinds in his stack. Much more than Prasadic or Tushnet at this point. Doesn't want to go crazy, I think, and jam it all in, but I think this is a good candidate to raise. $1.4 million is the price of poker that Zimmerman sets.
Now, I don't think Sundar is going to jam it with King 9, but what would you do in Zimmerman's spot if it played out exactly like that last blind 450 and he did jam it?
I'd probably hurl. And Sundara getting the right price with the King 9, basically just treating it as an ante, will make the call. Zimmerman, though, looking for a big flop to feel good about it, and an ace-high flop is as good as it gets.
They both connect.
And Sundara's got the King of Diamonds as well as a 9, so we might be seeing another monster pot here. Zimmerman with top pair, no diamond in his hand, so he's got a very clear candidate to continue for value. Makes it $1 million into the 3.1 in the pot. Sundara with the hand he can absolutely never fold. Backdoor king high diamonds as well as the 9 of clubs. Mandatory call from Sonny. And the 3 of spades is relatively speaking a brick. We'll see how Zimmerman wants to continue with $4 million in his stack. 500, or not 500, $5 million in the pot. Another situation where it might feel a little cagey, given the fact that Sundara's got all the chips.
All in.
Zimmerman jams it all in, fearless, and gets the snap fold from Sundara. Huge pickup of chips from Zimmerman, who now rockets into the second position on the table.
Thanks.
Quick fold from Sundara, and now Zimmerman right up there. 9.1 million.
Could I beat
Sundara still has twice as many chips as him, but that's got to feel good.
Depends.
Oh, then you have a better hand. You definitely have a better hand. Diamond would have been worse for you.
Yeah.
Oh, snap call. The diamond comes. Nice hand. How to raise anyways. Instead of call your raise anyways. I would have called the flop. Nothing changes. People have exactly happened the same way. Is it 250 now or 200? 200, right? Next hand is 2.
This one folds around to the blinds. And
that beats, huh?
Sundara with a walk.
Yeah.
Pkwy special in the chat reminding everybody. Subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Ring the bell.
That's one of my favorite.
We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Help our channel grow and get more great poker content in your feed. Blinds up now. 125, 250.
I believe.
Callie
K9
putting a huge chunk of her stack in here, just in the blinds.
She's going to feel the need to get it in really often against Sundara here. If she picks up anything playable at all, would not be surprised if we see this as one of the last hands that Callie's able to afford before she has to start getting it in with basically any ace.
I don't look.
Wilkerson folding the 9-6 offsuit, Zimmerman folding the queen 6, and Sundara all in blind once again.
I don't look.
You know, all the shitty hits. If I do all.
He's got a pretty weak holding this time. Let's see if Callie can find something to defend with and potentially double
Give me a
up.
couple waters.
And that's what makes this move so powerful. She's got to fold the 10-6, which turns out to be a better hand, but Sundara can have anything and put that pressure on.
Yeah, ICM Masterclass being put on by Sundara. This is exactly what you do when you have all the chips at a final table. You put the pressure on all the other players left around. Don't want to be passive. Want to put everyone to tough decisions at basically every opportunity.
Some chips.
I need a double up.
That's almost, I think that's impossible at this point.
It should be like.
They're right. He cannot double up.
Yeah.
He has more than half the chips.
250. Okay.
If you're in a position where you cannot receive a double up, that's pretty good. Unless you're out of the tournament, then that's pretty bad.
Wilkerson limping in here with Jack-10 suited. Sundara decides to just call as well.
I did.
On the button with King-6, same suit.
Well, you must have a big hand if you didn't raise. Let's see what I got here.
I'm drunk, but I'm still thinking. My thinking part still works.
Triple up.
Going to see a flop 3 ways as Tushnet gets to do a freebie with the Queen 7. And connects here, but not as well as Wilkerson did. Triple jacks. She checks it right over. Sundara takes the bait, fires a bet, and Tushnet calls.
Not only does Tushnet call, it took Tushnet approximately 0.25 seconds to call Sundara's bet. So Wilkerson has to feel elated seeing these 3 jacks on the flop.
Now, do you ever just call, or do you go ahead and make the raise now?
Given that there's 2 diamonds on the board, I would say raise.
And there it is, 1.4 million. That'll get Sonny out of the way. Tushnet's going to have a little bit more of a decision here, but
I don't think Tushnet's going to have much of a decision. I think this is a absolute snap fold, given the circumstances, especially with that micro stack just to his right. He's going to have a chance to eliminate Callie this next hand if it is a favorable situation, blind versus blind. So save our chips for the next pot. Move on.
I got a second hand. Thank you.
I folded 7. 7 no good. Nice.
she did show one card, I believe. It must have been the 10 if Sonny's asking if a 7 was good. He also did not have a 7.
Of course, yeah.
Keeping score.
You're right. Probably.
Yeah. Call.
A new limping strategy developing here. This is 2 in a row Sundara has just called. Tushnet defending the small with Queen 9 flips in an extra 125,000. And Wilkerson will check with Deuce Tray. 3 ways we go to the flop.
$10-4-4 this time. No trips for anyone, and Sundara sees everybody checking, so we'll be betting. Wilkerson will also probably not be calling with 3 high.
Test it again. I wish you had 3-4, not those 3.
I can beat that. I have
of
the
course,
best
that's the lowest. Big blind give me those 3.
I can marginally beat that. All right, let's do, boys. 550. I'll make it 500.
Limping strategy over. Blind raised to 500.
Yeah, it's going to be a any two situation here for Sundara, and Prasadic picks up the worst hand in poker, facing the blind raise.
Just card dead. Would have had a chance to triple up if she had anything to play here.
Tojnet also, seeing how short the stack is, will make a fold with the King 10. Potentially a jammable hand if he were not the second shortest stack at the table, but he's playing his position well. Wilkerson making the call, knowing that Sundara's chips are not live. And we'll see heads up, and Sundara somehow got the lead with his Jack Deuce of clubs.
Something? No.
The straddle option
on all club board would be very costly for Wilkerson.
I think Sundara's run good enough this final table. I hope we don't see anything that nasty on the flop. Instead, it is an Ace-King 10 high board. Wilkerson has completely missed, but will decide to take the lead and actually take initiative away from Sundara.
I like this. His blind play here, this board definitely favors somebody who's actually looked at their cards.
Yeah, regardless of whether you actually have it or not. Gonna try and apply some pressure to Sundara, who does have a dry gut shot, but may not be feeling good about that given the lead.
Look at what I'm folding.
Oh, one of that. Gutter, you want to buy gutter? You want to see my hand?
Oh! And she windmills it. Potentially didn't need to show that one, but that is A-okay. Power play.
I like it. I also like gambling, and a lot of people here in Houston do as well. You want to gamble your way into the main event? $250 six-handed PLO flips. Win your seat. Just play one hand blind like Sonny likes to do.
Yeah.
In fact, our last tournament series, Sonny won the main event with PLO flips at the end. It was a no-limit-holdem tournament, but he got heads up with Outlaw, and they decided to run 3 PLO flips to see who would take the trophy and $10,000 extra dollars.
Yeah, and they
you can't beat Sonny when it's.
They went for an ICM chop up top, just to be clear. Callie's got a hand that is playable, though. We see Callie all in for her tournament life. Let's wait to see what the card reader has picked up here. It looks like Prasadic has picked up the lovely Ace-Jack. Sundara makes a call really quickly.
I haven't looked. One card, open one card. Queen.
Sundara has not looked.
They're doing a miniature sweat.
Queen 5 for Sundara.
Callie's going to be a big favorite here to double up. Unfortunately for her, she's going to be in the big blind either way next hand and still not have a huge stack no matter what, but hoping she doubles here. Let's see what happens.
And we see a 5 on the flop. Sundara taking the lead away from Prasadic. Both players with backdoor draws. Hearts on the turn for Prasadic. Lots of outs available for her. And it's enough. It might be a queen, but it's a heart, and Prasadic finds a much-needed double against Sundara.
Nice hand.
So back up to over 1.5 million, but unfortunately, a third of those chips about to go in the blind here. So Callie does have to
Thank you, dealer.
weather the storm again.
What's your name?
D.
D. I like it.
D for dealer. He changes. He used to call himself B before. You know why? Button.
I don't want to guess.
No, button. Button.
Button. Oh, okay.
Right. Now then he made it to dealer.
I thought you were going to say before dealer. B.
Let's do it one more time.
I'm going to look at my hand and then make a decision this time.
Okay.
Okay?
Honey and chips, you don't have to do all that. That seems like a lot of work.
I'm gonna look
Folds
up my
around the blind. Sonny
then
promised to look this time before betting, and he does, but he's going to find a monster anyway. King, queen, blind versus blind. Raises it enough to put Callie all in, and she's going to have to fold here with just 8-5.
Oh, yeah.
So back down to just over 1 million chips now is Prasadic, and she will be in the small blind. Gonna have to make something happen in the next orbit or so.
That's a good bet. 5-6 of clubs. I almost
Tushnet
raised
just
you.
patiently waiting over there, hoping
to raise you.
that somebody else goes bust before he has to put that stack in the middle.
Challenges.
Thank you. Tonight all night long.
What a beautiful
That
thing.
has one hand, only one hand bluffing, okay? So.
I don't believe that.
Yes.
No.
Yes. I play title, okay?
Okay. All right. Deal. Do you want some change?
Sure.
I believe you.
For a walkie-talkie.
I won't give you that. I'll give you action. You like action or walkie-talkie?
Yeah.
Is it the 250? I call 250.
This one folds to the button. Sandara just calling with King 8.
Prasadic peeling an above average holding here with the Jack 10. See what she wants to do. She will also be making the call. Leaves an option here to MT, who peels a more than average premium here, given the circumstances with the King Jack, but he will just call. Let's see if we can get a King or Jack high flop for some action post flop. King high board.
Wow.
And that's going to be good news for Tushnet. Sundara flopping top pair well above average given his range and his image. He's going to feel great about his hand, but Tushnet with a monster in the weeds.
Goes 300K. Callie's got a gut shot, but
not the price to call given your stack.
Yeah, exactly. Want to wait here.
And he jams and gets snap called. Tushnet is going to be in fantastic shape here with the King Jack. Sundara snapping him off with top pair, but no kicker. And Tushnet is almost a 90% favorite to double up.
Right. I've been getting a lot of lucky cards on the turn.
Walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie one time.
Seven of diamonds, a good card for Tushnet. Just needs to fade an 8 and does. Full double for Tushnet here, and he is going to be back in it.
And while that is going to cool off Sundara a little bit, emphasis on a little bit, he's still got 16 million in his stack, more than double the next largest stack, which is Zimmerman's 8.275 million.
Yeah, he can definitely afford to take some of these hits, and that's why he's making these blind raises and these crazy plays. It's because he can.
Well, you're out of blue.
Lock in.
I lost 2 million chips.
How do you get out of your oranges there? Is that your last call?
Don't forget, everybody, be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Hit that notification bell. We'll be coming back with some cash games Wednesday and Thursday. And then we do have 2 more final tables to stream for this Summer Poker Open. We can't predict the start times of the final tables, so you have to hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when we start those up. And plenty of tournament action here. If you are in the Houston area, come visit us at Champions, 6440 West Sam Houston Parkway South in Houston, Texas. We're right in the middle of the Summer Poker Open. 22 total events. million guaranteed main. Check Poker Atlas or championsclubtexas.com for all the schedule and information.
Sundara peeling King Jack offsuit makes it 600,000 to go. Folds to Wilkerson's big blind. We'll see if she wants to defend. And with these shorter stacks, the answer is no. She will make the fold.
Good hand.
Callie on the button now, or sorry, was on the button. Now in the cutoff, she's got 2 hands for free. And then she's got to figure out a way to get those chips in the middle.
This hand might not be free either. Let's see if Sundara puts on the tournament straddle, as he likes to call it.
Go ahead. Sure. Surya Namaskar. What kind of yoga you do? Hatha?
No. Vinyasa.
Vinyasa?
No blind raise this time.
But Sundara peeling another monster 5-handed, and with all the chips, Queen, Jack of Hearts. Same raise, 600 onto Callie once again, and she's got a monster given the circumstances. King 10 of diamonds. And Callie committing her stack for her tournament life. Let's see what Tushnet and the remaining players want to do.
All in for just over that raise, 825,000 for Callie. Looking to double up here. And then some.
Wilkerson and Zimmerman fold, and Sundara and Prasadik are all in for all of the chips. Sundara slightly behind, but that hasn't stopped him so far. Let's see if he can get another favorable run out.
Ace 10, Jack 10, King 10. Oh.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Callie with the better hand here going in, 60-40 favorite, but she is the one at risk, has to survive. Oh my.
Sundara flops another player dead. How does he keep doing it? Not even a sweat on the flop, just flopping the queen high flush, and that is all she wrote.
Just the nuts, no big deal.
Sundara snipes Callie and takes down another player to add to his monster stack.
Great run there for Callie, though. She came into this final table with one of the shortest stacks and ends up laddering up to 5th place, taking home $12,555. And then there were 4.
Yeah, great run here from Callie. At this point now, no player sitting with a crushingly short stack. Tushnet with well more than 10 big blinds here. Sundara, the only player sitting on a moderately deep stack. Still not that deep, but
I have a $4,000 page. That was good, huh?
he's got more than 50 big blinds.
Yeah.
Feels like the big story here is Tushnet, who came to this final table tied for the shortest stack, and now in the top 4.
Yeah, Tushnet's just picked his spots, able to get that critical double up through Sundara just a couple of hands before, and let the big stack do all the work and collect the money while you do it. Why not? What a life.
This one folds around to the blinds, and Zimmerman with an ace in the small blind, likely to put in a little raise here.
At this point, Zimmerman is in a situation where there's likely going to be no more hiding from Sundara's stack. Only one player left at the table significantly shorter than he is, so it's going to have to be time to start battling if he wants to recover this monster chip deficit. Zimmerman bumps up the pressure with a raise to 750, and Sundara peeling a very junky holding.
Last time these two tangled, Zimmerman came away with quite a pot.
Sundara taking inventory of his stack, seeing how much of it would cost him to gamble with this 10-4.
More.
4, 6, 6, 1, 5 is what? 12, 12.
Sundara showing some respect, making the fold.
Huh?
There's a green against the rail.
Yeah, he's right.
Oh, definitely. Oh man, I would have called him. If I knew that I had it, I would have called him. I have extra 28,000. Thank you, brother.
A hidden chip.
Of course, it belongs to Sundara.
Shit. Guys, I'll guys give you a deal. If you guys give me 48K on the championship, you guys can chop the rest. That's the best I can do. You guys
That might be a good deal.
I don't know if anybody else is going to take it, though.
Before the college death.
I personally would like a chance to play for it, even if my chances are slim.
For sure.
Give me 48K.
Especially Zimmerman, who's approaching half of Sundara's stack at this point.
Yeah,
I might
pretty much
hold out for
anybody
something a little
here
better.
is one double away from really being in it, especially if the double comes through Sunny.
Wait,
I have
so what do we?
24. You guys like have like 7, 8 each?
So what is that chop? I can't see that. It's glare. What's the chop now?
I don't know what the
They don't have it up there.
I'll take 48K on the championship. You guys can chop
I'm just saying, what is that?
That is like 34, 56, 56 plus 16, 72. You guys like get like 24K, 25K almost, 24K. You guys each get 24K. Just give us a pass. You guys get like 24K. It won't stand long though. That's the best I can do.
Let's go, let's go.
All right, that's good. You guys don't like money.
No, I do.
Jennifer, 24K you don't like? No?
I like.
Oh, then you guys can decide.
I like all money.
You don't want money? I like money. I'll take money.
Why don't you make it more like 25 and then you might go for it.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's a rounded number.
Zimmerman finds another ace, finds another open into Sundara. Sundara with a suited hand this time will come along for the call.
Tushnet getting a decent price, but doesn't have a decent hand. He'll get out of the way. Both players connect again. Backdoor diamonds working in favor of Sundara, but aces for Zimmerman on the flop. And a big 77% lead. Bets 375 and an instant call. Sundara beats him into the pot. That might slow Zimmerman down with the 8 kicker. Not any longer. 2 pairs now for Zimmerman.
Yeah, Sundara drawing to one of the final 9s in the deck. We'll check it over to Zimmerman.
Zimmerman very deliberate in his play. You see him glance up there. There's a clock on the wall up there that shows the payouts and the time left and all that kind of stuff. He always looks before he acts.
Sizing up here on the turn with his 2 pair. Gonna make Sundara's decision much more difficult now as he faces a 1.5 million chip bet.
that was the 8 of diamonds. We might have some action here, but I have a feeling Sundara is just going to give it a little bit of thought and get out of the way.
Trying to trap here. Fold.
Thanks.
Hammerman once again closing in on that 10 million mark. Taking this one down.
You guys all have clicks. I don't have clicks. That's weird.
What's that?
I don't have any clicks. Not even one. I gave it to you all guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I need a double up though.
I'll trade my plates for all your chips.
Yeah.
One folds through to the button. Sundara opening to 600,000 with a mystery hand. It's just gonna be a raise and take.
So you're not accepting for the 24K deal, are you? No.
Why don't you make it 25, Sonny? Then we can do it.
Will that make a difference?
I think he'll do it.
I don't know. I think he wants
Makes
to
a
play
bigger
with it.
difference.
But I understand his point though. If there's going to be one elimination, it's going to be higher, right? Is that what you're thinking about?
Well, the thing, like the three of us aren't equal. Like,
All right,
we're slightly different.
I have a. All right. Okay, let's play. I understand your point.
You can hear Sonny trying to talk the other players into a deal, trying to get something favorable for himself, and honestly, why not when you've got all the chips?
750.
But I think everybody here wants to play it out. Looking for that beautiful Summer Poker Open trophy, as well as all the money.
Sonny coming with a pretty large raise here. He actually did look at this 5-3 before going with the 3x 750. I think this is the largest open that we've seen out of Sonny. Perhaps a bit of a sizing tell, but will anybody get to see these cards?
The answer is no, with Zimmerman holding Jack 5 off. We'll get out of the way.
And Sonny does not windmill that hand. Raise and take for the chip leader.
So break him, or is the next hand?
He started the riffle.
Alright, if you started your riffle, take that hand. After this hand, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. 10-minute break after this hand. We'll keep it top.
I got to save a green chip because of that. Every chip counts.
Absolutely, man.
So players will be taking a break out after this hand, but we won't be. We'll be cutting that right out, and the action will continue. Been a long tournament for these players.
Yeah.
This is day 2, and they started at 3 p.m. today. It's
Can we grab
about 12:30 for them.
It's been a long one for me, too. Even though I lasted 20 minutes on day 2, but that's neither here nor there.
That's right. Chris did bag in this one, and
these players also found pretty significant bags here. Taking a look at the payouts, we've still got almost $50,000 up top to play for. Fourth will be securing at minimum $16,610. You can see Pajwani, Bao, Shingala, Eberle, and Prasadic have all been eliminated on the final table thus far, but deep runs for each and every one of them. And now our final 4 players, after coming back from their break, are going to fight for the trophy. No deal has been reached, and they're going to see if they can battle and collect everything that's left over for this trophy.
Yeah, great, impressive run for all of these players, outlasting 1,225 players in this field.
Yeah, obviously the story of the table so far tonight has been this incredible god run that Sundara has been on, collecting 2 enormous pots from Panjwani and from Eberle on this final table, which has rocketed him up to the very top of the leaderboards with just about half of the chips in play four-handed, pretty commanding position to be in. Other players are going to have to start knocking each other out if they want a chance at cracking Sundara's stack or take some big pots off of him themselves. Regardless, when we resume, the blinds will be 150K, 300K each. So going to become a very significant portion of players like Tushnet and Wilkerson's stack fairly soon here.
And you see that beautiful trophy right in the middle. That's part of what they're playing for. Obviously, it's nice to take home some hardware, but that 49,555 is really what everybody here is thinking about.
Yeah, absolutely. I came painfully close to one of those pieces of hardware earlier in the series. Not to be, but I'll get there one day. And one of these four players will get there today, whether they've already gotten one of these or not.
That's true. Mystery hand for Sundara there is just hovering above the reader. And he just limps in here, giving a free flop to Tushnet with 5 deuce.
How many of those? You got blocks now? Where did you get those?
Regardless of what Sundara has, Tushnet's got 5 high. He makes the fold.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And Sundara shows a 4, which is good enough.
Good hand.
Yeah, they gave black. They listened to my worry, and they gave me like, you know what?
Yeah, you were definitely in trouble.
Nice little zoom in, good camera work there. These custom-made trophies are very coveted by any who've come to Champions Club. I feel like a lot of trophies that I've seen for poker events, besides the really main platinum hardwares that you see for like WSOP bracelets or WPT trophies or rings, those are nice, but the other trophies I've seen elsewhere just don't really have any style or distinct features. It's kind of just like a bronze medal or a cup, but these are handmade by our lovely vendor and look amazing each and every time, and they're unique. It's pretty hard to forget a trophy that looks like that.
Bad accounting.
I do enjoy those. I'd like to have one.
Sign me up.
Another limp from Sundara. 3-4 suited. And it's going to be a flip here. Wilkerson with the underpair to the 3-4 somehow. Deuces.
Uncle, me? I'm sorry. I'm waiting for something.
We take an ace-ace-queen flop. Wilkerson with 2 pair, and she's going to stick to her guns. She's done this before where she has either limped in or just called from the big blind. Oh, wow. Sundara says, eat that. She leads for 450, and he just basically repops her, committing her entire stack almost with the 4 high. Sick one from Sundara.
Yeah, well, she did check her option there. Sundara's definitely not putting her on any kind of ace, having done that, and just putting the pressure back on.
Yeah, I mean, say what you want about how Sundara's run tonight or whether you think he's been gifted some of these chips. He's certainly playing well once he's got all of them, putting plenty of pressure on his opponents and picking up on the fact that Wilkerson's range really can't be all that strong if she's just checked from the big blind on this ace-ace-queen high board. So let's apply maximum ICM pressure here. Sundara has turned on the jets.
You bet 2 million? You bet 2 million?
2 million total.
Got the 2 plaques in hand. Now picking up another one. Might be thinking about clicking it back here.
Oh, such a hard spot to find it. If she can find this jam, this is pretty crazy.
Well, you can't just call with the deuces. I feel like you have to jam or fold, and she goes with the fold option.
She does fold.
Picked up the chips, perhaps trying to get a read off, Sonny.
I have
I don't know if that's possible, but
Sundara shows the 4 high.
Almost called you.
I know.
Sonny feeling pretty proud of himself there, it seems. I like it.
Yeah, he's definitely one to put on a show on these final tables, and he's got all the chips to do it with this time.
Yeah, he is in his element for sure. Tushnet now closing back in on that 10 big blind territory. He's got about 11 bigs on the button after getting through the blinds there. He's going to be looking to make something happen here, but Wilkerson just took a hit and is not too far above him at this point. Sundara finds King 10 and opens to 700,000. Action folding to the big blind.
One of those annoying spots as Zimmerman where you've got a defendable hand, but you're going to be playing out of position against table captain Sundara, so got to flop something if we want to fight back here. It's going to be very hard for Zimmerman to find many valuable bluff lines given the ICM pressure. And brick, brick, brick on the flop. Sundara's king high still ahead.
And a min bet from Sundara. Giving Zimmerman a great price here, but every chip he puts into this pot and gives to Sundara could come back to bite him later.
Yeah, for one big blind, Zimmerman will make the call. That call is not rewarded. 6 of clubs on the turn is a favorable card for Zimmerman, given his pre-flop range, but given the ICM pressure Sundara is under, I wouldn't try anything outrageous on that card. Gets a free shot at it a couple of times, and the 5 of clubs falls instead.
7-4 gets there, but king high is still good.
Yeah, if there were ever a spot for Zimmerman to find a bluff into Sundara's stack, given the final table dynamics, it's on this board. This board is just outrageously good for the big blind's defend range. Sundara should not necessarily have anything that connects to this board, whereas Zimmerman can have many hands that connect here in some sort of meaningful way that can go for value or for a bluff. Zimmerman recognizing the potent range advantage and is going to try and apply some pressure back to Sundara. Looks like almost 1 million chips.
Yeah, I believe that's 800,000, which is going to give Sundara 4-1 to call.
And you're not sure if Sundara is going to want to come with just call. Sundara could try and apply some pressure back, but he is keenly aware that this is not a good board for his range. And yes, Sundara's range looks significantly different than a chart, but all the same, this is all the big blind all day, you'd have to think. And this would be a pretty nice hero call if Sundara can find it. And Zimmerman puts on the moves and gets the bluff through on Sundara and now has 10 million in his stack.
Well played.
I think he can do it. The bottom.
Sundara is going to be playing almost 100% of the deck, 100% of hands. Zimmerman with Jack Deuce connects with the deuce here from the small blind, is going to check. Sundara rifling out a healthy bet, makes it 500K to go. And will fold. Sundara gets it through.
Raises. 6 total. 6 calls 6. 7 calls 6. 2 players to the pot.
Zimmerman opens the ace deuce. Sundara making the call from the small blind. Tushnet in an interesting position now, who will also make the call.
Check. 7 check.
And it is Tushnet and Zimmerman who are ahead with ace high, but perhaps a rough looking board.
Okay.
So quickly checking around to the jack of hearts on the turn. The ace high is liable to chop this most of the time.
6 checks. 7 bets.
And look at this. Tushnet bombs it on the turn.
4 calls.
This bomb is just going to get it through.
Cool.
How much is it?
625,000. 7 calls. 625. 2 calls. That's it.
The nut low flush gets there for Tushy. Tushnet just checks it over here to Sundara, who's got a pair, top pair, and a gut shot.
Tushnet with the flush, though, will have the hand completely locked up. And Tushnet jamming here. See what Sundara opts to do. Got a bit of an ugly turn. Tushnet wins this hand, he will rocket up the chip leaderboard.
Yeah, decent amount in the middle already.
$3.625.
After much deliberation, Sundara gets out of the way.
Jam the turn you call.
And a nice little pot there.
Yes, Sundara has made few wrong decisions today, and he is able to keep his chip stack quite healthy as Tushnet is able to close the gap, and it's now Wilkerson who is the clear short stack on the table.
Only move I had. I still have the best hand. Like,
Probably did. I just didn't want you to.
I don't like the river.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but in my mind, it's good because that's
Stunny waking up with a monster here, four-handed. Ace 10.
700.
Raises it up to 700,000. And action quickly folding to the big blind of Zimmerman.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the card is, but looks like one card exposed. I don't know what this card is.
He is going to peel. Heads up to the flop here, just waiting for the graphics to catch up. Zimmerman with Jack 10 suited. And picks up a jack here. Sonny, though, with a gut shot and backdoor nut clubs, so we may see some action.
Yeah, and Zimmerman with one of these marginal-ish sort of hands. Sundara giving a fantastic price once again. Zimmerman can't fold for this price. That is almost assured. Makes the call. Lots of ugly turns in the deck for Zimmerman. And Sundara finds one of them with the 4 of clubs. Sundara with the ace of clubs. Now the pressure that he can put on will just be monstrous. Rifles out a bet of 1.2 million. And Zimmerman sitting with just a pair of 10s here. It's once again a situation where gotta be thinking about it. Gotta be tired of the pressure that Sundara is exerting. Can't have it every time. And oftentimes he won't have it, but can't be putting in this 1.2 million chip call with these other shorter stacks around you, and he gets out of the way.
Yeah, and Sonny has just been playing that position masterfully all final table. Blind versus blind now, and Zimmerman looking down at Queen 10. Definitely a hand that you can open with. Heads up. And he does open. Goes with a large sizing here, 900,000. And Sonny wakes up with it again. Has Zimmerman crushed. King, queen suited, and he's just going to call here.
Yeah, finds the trap.
And now you have this is really good. So good.
Love this here. He's got a beautiful hand here. Zimmerman just with queen 10 high. Another neutral-ish board texture. See if Zimmerman continues to operate with his checking out of position. And I like to see it. It's very good. Sundara with showdown value. We'll check it back. And we don't get an ugly turn card. I was going to say disastrous if we see a queen, but instead it's a repeat 7.
Yeah, so far, Zimmerman avoiding the trap here, checks it again. And it just goes check, check, and the king high is going to be good here, and Zimmerman's probably not going to lose any chips in this pot now.
Don't think so, no. And Zimmerman's going to get some valuable information from the fact that Sundara just called with the king-queen suited here. That's not to say that Sonny's incapable of being aggressive, more so that Zimmerman aware that Sundara is capable of having traps when he makes these calls. He's not necessarily just raising premiums plus junk. He's finding some times to mix it up and be tricky. So if anyone was having a hard time keeping track of Sundara's antics, it's only going to get worse from here if you're keeping tabs on his hand history.
Yeah, finding every single move in the book is Sonny.
Walkie-talkie.
You know it's a joke. You know what the only person I like when you get to walkie-talkie, the only person who's
Queen 10 again for Zimmerman, this time on the button, and it is suited. He's going to lift it to 600,000. And Sundara again with a monster, ace-jack.
2.4.
Yeah, these have been some brutal hands here for Zimmerman. He's been getting punished back to back to back. Zimmerman feels like he's getting some strong hands, especially multi-way like this, but Sundara's 3-bet to 2.4 million is going to apply a lot of pressure to him.
After just calling with king-queen suited, now clicking back huge with ace-jack. Might feel bluffy, but Zimmerman does find the fold.
Yeah, being disciplined here despite the perhaps extenuating circumstances of these pots with Sundara.
It's going to remain like that for like this entire series. The deck. I'm just teasing. Guys, you're 24K, I can accept now. You guys have like 10, 11 bigs, and you could leak. You guys can take 24K. Offer might not stand long. All right. 800.
Switch versions.
A big raise from Sundara here with a suited king, and Wilkerson is going to get in there with ace-7 of spades. 2 million in the pot already. Wilkerson with 3.8 behind. It comes out queen high with 2 diamonds. Sundara with diamond draw and backdoor straight draw, just crushing it every time. Turns this into a flip that goes his way. And Wilkerson wisely gets out of the way as Sundara puts all the chips in the middle. His lead is extending again, up to close to 22 million now. With that pot, Wilkerson now down below 10 big blinds in the small blind now. Gonna have a few hands before she has to put the dreaded 2 big blinds in. Sandara with another nice looking hand here. Queen Jack under the gun opens to 800,000.
Was the card exposed? No?
I didn't see it.
I don't think, but I don't know.
Zimmerman with the same exact hand.
She is raising her 5 when she can.
Yeah, you can't raise that hello.
Opts to just get out of the way. Now Zimmerman and Tushnet very close in chips. Wilkerson with about half that. And Sandara with 2/3 of the chips in play. Just coasting along.
$22 million in his stack, $36 million in play. No one left over with more than 20 bigs. Zimmerman now below that 20 big blind mark as well. Wilkerson sub 10 big blinds now.
Nice hand.
And every time the blinds come around, it's 750,000 chips. So it's pretty monstrous.
Nice hand, sir. I'm really scared.
Quick limp from Tushnet, and then Wilkerson comes in as well. Suited hands for both of them.
You let me.
Sandara with just the Octocrab will check his option, and 3 players going to the flop.
Big fan of the Octocrab myself. Love myself some aquatic duos, but instead it's an ace-6-4 board with everybody taking a swing and a miss, except for Tushnet, who has guts. He is just going to take a stab at it, and this should work every time.
It did. That gets Tushnet up above 20 bigs just in time to put 2 of them in the middle. Wilkerson, 1 free hand left before she has to put 2 of her 7 big blinds in. About 7.5. I think she's going to put all of them in with this hand, though. Ace-10.
Yeah, she's got a short stack, and she's got an ace. Put it in the middle. And Zimmerman waking up with the 9-7 of clubs. Pretty hand, but not pretty enough to play for it all.
2.25 million is the cost, and it's going to be fold.
Nah. A big man. I had king high.
Raise and take for Wilkerson. She's going to have to put her profits, most of them, into the middle right now in the big blind.
That was my best hand I've seen.
Yes. Oh my God.
I can raise his king turn. I'm not going to call all of his king turn.
Sonny just limping here on the button. Tushnet gets out of the way, and Wilkerson checks her option. We'll see a flop here. Wilkerson ahead. In a very
6 bets, 300K.
high card board here. Ace, king, king with 2 hearts, and Sundara's just going to put a little pressure on.
Wilkerson, though, going to call with the queen high.
How much?
Oh, she did not.
Not much.
She did not just call. She raised to $1 million from the big blind.
Yeah, check raise with the nut high card.
Yeah, and I don't know if Sundara is going to be able to pull the same moves he's been doing so far tonight. Obviously, it's kind of hard to believe Wilkerson's story, given the fact that she's in the big blind. Most good ace or king X's would be all in, but Sundara's got 8 high and cannot follow through.
Chipping up a little bit is Wilkerson, but still right around that 12 big blind mark. And blinds have just gone up, so it's going to be even less than that now. Blinds at 200, 400,000. Really going to put the pressure on Wilkerson and Tushnet.
Nice guys, kid.
Zimmerman as well is virtually tied with Tushnet after putting his big blind in here now. Sundara doing a great job of just chipping away at these guys and keeping the pressure on. And look at this. It just seems unfair. You have all the chips in the world, and
you get a kings.
No big deal.
Just wake up with the nuts. Time to limp Sundara. He just calls. Oh, gosh. I don't have any foresight. I'm just imagining what Sundara could possibly do to get all the chips, and limping seems like a decent way to get someone to trap themselves here at the final table, rather than just the relentless raises, which everyone has been forced to fold to. So Sundara with the Cowboys here in commanding lead against these queen and jack high hands from everybody else. And nobody catches a huge piece of it. It's Zimmerman with bottom pair, but it's Sundara with the Cowboys.
If only somebody had 7-4. Checks around here. Sundara continuing to keep it small.
It's a trap!
No improvement for Wilkerson. Zimmerman might be feeling good about his pair now after the check around. But he is going to just keep the showdown value here. Checks it back, and Sundara now finally putting some chips in the middle. That's 500,000.
Wilkerson reaching for chips to call with this jack high. Well, that's going to make it real easy for Zimmerman, who must get out of the way. Facing a call. Very surprised to see this float from Wilkerson here. She's drawing pretty thin to that gutter ball, and she's going to get a bad card on the river. That's the jack of spades. Let's see if she goes broke here. Sundara with the kings. Backdoor spades do get there. Oh, she does check it. Sundara says, give me 1.1 million. And Wilkerson obliges with the jack. It's going to be Sundara who wins the huge pot with the kings.
Did you see Zimmerman's face?
Oh, yeah, he was like, whoa, Cowboys. But not the most surprising thing I've seen from Sundara.
But chips away at another short stack. Wilkerson now in danger territory. 1.75 million with blinds of 200 and 400,000.
Absolutely, but everybody else, shorter and shorter stacks. Sundara's grasp on this table has become even more firm with almost 25 million in his stack. Nobody's got even a fifth of his chip stack, essentially. So he's got all the power in the world on this table to do what he wants. Wilkerson now picking up an ace, ace-7 off. She's going to put the rest of her chips in the middle. Zimmerman just with king high has to fold. See if Sundara can go for the KO. He's got Queen 4-0. I don't think that's going to be enough for him.
How much is it?
1.725.
Does ask for a count. Not getting a terrible price, but he does have a terrible hand.
To keep the game. I'm not going to bust you.
And he will get out of the way.
All right, it's 24K offers 2 holds. Do you want to guys take it or what?
I don't.
You guys discuss. I'm giving you the 24K offer right now. You guys decide. It's like at least like 9K difference, like 8K difference. You get like 7,500 more than the quote price. You three decide.
I mean, I don't care. You don't want to talk about it, right? Anymore?
Jennifer, are you want to take it or what?
I'm not gonna
Try. Are you want to take it 24K?
Not really. No.
Yeah.
Not, okay.
So it's no for you, right? Okay, no, I'm not. I respect that. I just want to know.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it.
Walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie.
1.2.
Oh, shit. Walkie-talkie, huh?
1.2.
I have to bet my hand.
1.2. Something a little better out of that.
I'm calling, you know.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want it to be a little better. I gotta push it for go.
If I'm raising, probably I'm calling anybody here. Like if I'm raising
Yeah.
to 2.5, I'm definitely pulling it in.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You know, if you have my side, you're gonna do the same.
Yeah.
It's not me, it's just a stack.
She's 6 raises for 2 million. She's 7 folds.
Every time.
That's a big hand.
Every time do this. Yeah, of course.
That's handsome.
Yeah.
Can I get some whites?
Yeah, sure.
Please. Thank you.
Rare Sundara fold, and Tushnet picks up a premium. Ace King. Blinds have gone up to 200K, 400K, 400K. Wilkerson's got 5 bigs, and Tushnet jams on the remaining players. Wilkerson with the Octo Crab will not be able to defend, and Zimmerman's got Ace Queen O. Oh no.
4.62.
Tushnet's jammed, and he's got Zimmerman covered, or almost covered.
He's got him just covered because Zimmerman has 400K in the ante, so that's not reflected in the chip stacks that we're seeing there. So Zimmerman's got him covered by about
What a cooler.
300.
Given the chip stacks, Wilkerson's so short, but Zimmerman can't fold this ace-queen for 10 big blinds, facing the jam from Tushnet. Tushnet finds himself in the dream situation to get a miracle KO. It's a jack-high flop. Zimmerman's going to need a queen only. A couple of shots to hit it. 3 ladies left in the deck.
Sucks.
Pair the board.
That's it.
And that will do it. Tushnet finds a surprise KO and takes Zimmerman out in 4th.
No, yes.
Not a bad payday, though, for Zimmerman. 16,610, but yeah, that's a tough way to go out. Nice run there, Troy. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of him in the future. Now we're down to the final 3, and with that, Tushnet now having a nice little stack here, and Wilkerson in grave danger with less than 10 big blinds.
Yeah, that's going to be a brutal beat for Troy, who had a fantastic run to get here. Always good to see a friend of the program make a deep run, but the run ends now. There are 3 players left. Wilkerson with basically nothing left in her stack. Tushnet, 9.4 million in his stack. The only one who can do significant damage to Sundara at this point. But Sundara still with a crushing chip lead.
Yeah, Tushnet now 1 double away from leader, though, and I think that's the first time we've seen that since it was like 6-handed.
Yeah.
You know, Sundara's had twice as many chips as everybody for the longest time.
I'm the big blind. You take
Oh,
me,
sorry,
man.
sorry.
Now you're rich, man. I know.
Yeah, I thought it was big.
Tushnet catching the heat in the deck now. Ace-6 of diamonds opens it up under the gun to 1.7 million, and it's Sundara's turn to pick up the heat. How about Ace-Queen?
We saw this earlier in the stream. Sundara with Ace-Queen and another player with, it was Ace-7 suited that time, but it seems like Sonny has the way to get the calls in these situations. His wild man image.
Yes, Sundara pondering this decision here. Tushnet with just about 20 big blinds.
A lot of millions.
Sonny taking inventory, making sure he still has all the chips. Yep, I still have all of these.
Still got plenty of chips. Yep. Still overwhelming chip lead. Yep, my opponent's raised 3-handed and I have Ace-Queen. Vegas and the Mirage. Wanting to tank to make this look like a difficult or a real decision, but we know where Sundara's chips are going. It's going to be all in the middle. Isn't it just making, or Sundara rather, just making the call? Very interested to see that. I think he could have applied full pressure, but I think Sundara taking inventory of Tushnet's stack, realizing if he's somehow getting cooler, just like Zimmerman just did, oh, geez. Well, let's ignore all that. How about an ace-high flop? How about an all-in? How about a snap call from Sundara?
Wow.
If he didn't have all the chips in the middle before, he's got them now. Sunny Sundara has Tushnet crushed for literally almost all of the chips in play. Tushnet is going to need to go runner, diamond, or catch a 6 if he wants to stay alive in this event, but it's been Sunny's tournament to lose.
Does have running straight outs as well, but yeah, it's definitely Sundara's hand to lose here. 80% favorite.
Yeah, Sundara finds just the trap pre-flop. You think if he jams, Tushnet might find a hero fold, but ace-high flop, all the chips were destined to get in.
And Sonny obviously loving this, but you know who's loving it more?
Wilkerson.
Wow, what a gift for her if Tushnet gets eliminated here. That's a lot of money.
She's got 4 big blinds, and she's about to make an almost $10,000 pay jump if she's able to
one straight card here. More outs for Tushnet.
But it doesn't come. Board pairing 7, and Sunny Sundara with all but 1.725 million chips in this tournament. And there will no longer be a deal being made at this point, folks. I think Sunny is coming for the crown.
Well, the good news for Wilkerson is she's getting more than 24K now. Good thing she didn't take the deal.
Wilkerson is guaranteed $34,620. No deal made, and it was the right choice for her.
And that was MT Mark Tushnet going out in 3rd place there. He will be taking home almost that 24,000. 22,430 for him. Great run. Great to see him here. Hopefully we'll have more Tushnet in the future here at Champions Club. I love that jersey, by the way, Mark.
Yeah, looked sick. He played great all night. Is able to squeak his way all the way up to a 3rd place finish after starting the day. Not super huge chip stack, and coming into the final table, tied for the bottom of the leaderboard, but he's managed to walk away with more than $22,000 for himself. Nice payday.
Okay.
And it is not over yet. We've seen miracles happen here at the final table many times. Wilkerson's just a couple doubles away from really being in this, but she's going to have to get one of those doubles the first hand she plays.
Yeah, Sundara all in blind, and I was going to say there's no other move for him than this. Wildman image or not, you have to jam any two when Wilkerson is this crippled.
How many times do you give to me all night? 20 times. Last hand, dude.
And she folds. I was going to say probably need to call with any two here given the situation, but Wilkerson folds with a deuce in her hand, and Sundara's chip lead is all but a guarantee to receive this trophy now. Wilkerson with 2 big blinds, essentially. And she's about to have to put most of that in the middle here.
Every hand, dude. 20 times. God. Whew.
Yeah, in a situation like that, I wouldn't even look at my cards, but
me neither. Just put them in the middle, and where the deck goes, the deck goes. So far, the deck has been all Sundara all night. It feels like it's all but a formality at this point here for Wilkerson to lock up the second place with Sundara taking home this trophy.
Don't look.
Don't look.
Oh,
she said don't want to look.
We shouldn't look.
Shouldn't look.
I forgot what I have.
Don't forget now.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh. Well, she's going to be forced all in now. 400K, 400K is the big blind and the ante. So Sundara gets the fold while he was ahead with 7 deuce. Kind of weird to say that, but this may well be the last hand here of this tournament. If you want to gamble your way into our main event, we have $250 6-handed PLO flips that are going to be taking place almost every day that we have these tournaments running here.
Come on. Okay.
But thank you so much to everybody who has tuned in with us tonight. It looks like Sunny Sundara is about to put the finishing touches on this tournament. Jennifer Wilkerson is going to be forced all in this hand, regardless of which 2 cards she's dealt. And let's see if Sundara is able to hold with his 9-8 for all the chips.
Open your hand.
It's a fair fight. Sunny.
I have one card. Oh my! Look at that.
Offsuit 9-8. Wilkerson suited 7-6, and we will see who wins this one.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, correct. She had a heart draw.
Summer Poker Open continues tomorrow. Monday tournaments include a one-day no-limit hold'em with 30K guarantee. That's $300 buy-in. It starts at noon.
Yes.
Nice flop here for Wilkerson. She hits a piece of it and takes the lead.
I think I'm going to hit the river.
Yeah, Sundara looking for an 8 or a 9 to seal the deal right now. But it's going to be 2 pairs for Wilkerson. So this fight is not over yet, even though Sundara holds more than 95% of the chips in play.
Yeah, I will all in.
She needs a couple more doubles like that. Let's see what happens on this next hand.
I won 6 hands in a row.
Anything can happen. I'm going to let you decide what you want to do this hand. Then I'll make my move.
You make your move.
Really?
I don't raise.
Alan?
And Sunny Sundara is all in with a pair of 9s. Wilkerson forced to make the call here with the Queen 8. And once again, Sundara now has a lead with the chance to end this tournament right here, right now.
I'm calling for a queen.
Let's hope we see some continuation of action, but...
Yes. Got it.
And a queen high flop. Sundara drawing to a 9.
Running hearts, running straight cards.
He's been lucky all night, and he's going to need one of those 9s if he wants to do it now. And instead, triple queens. So Wilkerson finds a way to hold on, and now she's got 3 million in her stack and actually has a playable stack at this point if she wants to make a decision or two here.
It is not over yet.
Yeah, not over until all the chips belong to one person. Wilkerson gonna do her best to climb back.
$800.
Be patient as a tool better.
Well, Wilkerson does have enough chips to be patient, just like she said. 1.9 million, hand or two ago, not able to be patient with that short of a stack, but is able to fold a hand or two before she has to get it all in once again. This would almost certainly be the most absurd come from behind victory I've ever seen in poker, if she's able to win from this chip deficit. And anything's possible. That's why we love the game. Any person can win on any day with any given run out. That's just the way poker goes.
Do you believe in miracles?
I won't say I believe in this one per se, but I do believe in miracles in this lovely game of poker.
Another discipline laydown. Sonny shows the king as he sends his cards to the muck, and now Wilkerson forced to put the big blind in and the big blind ante, so she's going to be wanting to probably continue with this hand no matter what.
500 and 500.
You can do it.
She has just about half of her chips in the
the
pot. Oh no.
And it's just unfair. Sundara, how about red jacks? With all the chips. And a decision to make. And he's looking, no blind all in. Sounds like he's just made a min raise to 900 or 800. Yeah, min raise. And she is going to call is Wilkerson, so we've got a big blind and some behind. Sundara with a monster lead, and this is going to do it. Sundara with jacks. Wilkerson with a 10 here. Sundara needs to fade just a couple of outs, and he is going to be our champion.
On a final hand.
Look at that beautiful trophy. Look at that beautiful chip stack.
9 seals the deal. He's made a straight.
In another...
It's a straight on the board to chop.
And Sonny Sundara has built a pantheon to the poker gods with his stack, and he is the champion of our 200K guaranteed tournament.
Thank you, thank you.
What a run for Zong Wilkerson, though. She's going to be taking home over $34,000 for her run today. You know, she came into this final table as the chip leader, but she got down pretty low pretty early when there was about 5 players left, and somehow managed to ride the shortest stack all the way to second place. Great run for her, and of course the big story, Sundara, who was our main event champion winner for our last tournament series, now comes here and takes down the Multi-Flight Multi-Bag, event number 6. And you know Sonny's going to be playing all the events here. We may see him on more final tables.
Oh, yeah. And I hope, for everyone's sake, for the viewers, we see Sundara on the final table of another main event back-to-back. Always puts on a show and makes it fun for us here. You can see all the payouts: Panjwani, Dow, Shingala, Eberle, Prasadik, Zimmerman, Tushnit, and Wilkerson, all finishing below Sundara. But he has taken it.
For Chris McCauley, this is Dan Fouts saying good night. Great working with you again, Chris. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, everybody.
Play your hand. No counting the stacks, stacking